This is the Help Me Grow information session. This is the second one. So everybody has the opportunity to listen and hear and also ask questions. And we're gonna start with introduction, and I have my colleagues with me. Why it's meeting? So this meeting is recorded, so everybody should know that. And for some reason, my thing is not working. I might need to skip my presentation mode. Sorry, I have to skip the presentation mode because my arrows are not working on this. If I could click from here.
You could also try like right next to
Yeah,
the
I'm trying
bar.
that one.
How about that?
Okay, it works out. Thank you. Got it. Yeah, my name is Sadia Hamid. I'm the project manager for the Help Me Grow, and I have my colleagues Flip and Hannah, and they're going to start themselves. Hannah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hannah Mohammed. I'm the QA-based parenting supports program manager on the same team as Sadia, and I'm here to just provide technical assistance and help out in any way today.
And Flip. So maybe Philip is not.
I don't think Phil is here right now, but we can just mention that Phil is the contract lead. So if you have any questions regarding this RFP, please contact him, and I will put his contact information in the chat.
And we will have a lot of the contact information in the presentations too. And if you have any questions, please put it on the chat, because all the questions we get from the chat, we'll put it on the Zoom. So the agenda today is we are going to go to overview of the Best Start for Kids. We're going to review key elements. We're going to talk about the target audience, eligibility and priority. We're going to do some definitions, the RFP timeline, RFP attachments and tips, and Best Start for Kids resources. We're going to go through that. We just want to let you know we are recording this, so everybody should know that. And this recording will be available for everybody. We'll put it there, and everybody will have the chance to review it if need to. So the vision for BSK is to have happy, healthy, safe, and thriving children. And so we help kids to born healthy and be thriving. And the mission of how this happens is by strengthening families and communities so kids will born and be happy and healthy in their life. We also center equity, and equity is the ardent journey toward this well-being as defined by the affected. There are still people. So these are the principles of the BSK, Best Start for Kids. So promotion, prevention, early intervention, and hope to change the policy and system change. So talk a little bit about the funding. Everybody knows the funding is from the levy, and the 2.0 was 6 years. We have 2 more years for the funding left. And this is what it means for the community and what it means to pay in each house. That is 600K, how much would that cost, an average. And this is all the average that this funding was get from the levy. So these are the area how the funding was distributed. So the child care, capital project, TA capital building, homelessness, invest early. So this is where the Help Me Grow sits. So we are into the invest early, P to 5. then sustain the gain, community matters, and data and evaluation. So this is how the funding that got from the levy was distributed at the Start for Kids. A little bit of the background of Help Me Grow. Help Me Grow come to Washington State in 2010, and Washington State become one of the 31 states that are implementing and adopting the Help Me Grow model. Between all those 31, there are 104 systems that they use, because Help Me Grow we will follow that model, but we also make it responsive to our communities. And that's why we have there are different systems. And within Reach is the state affiliate, and we are sub-affiliate within Reach. King County is one of the 4 sub-affiliates within Reach. And Help Me Grow became sub-affiliate in 2019. And when it comes to the sub-affiliate, there were some work have done to consult with community and ask for what Help Me Grow should look like, what Help Me Grow should be, what should we respond to, what's the most important thing to community. So there was a community cafes, focus groups, and collecting information. On the top of that information comes the warm connection. Everywhere that was a warm connection was clear that's needed for the Help Me Grow, and that's why we focus on the warm connection. So the Help Me Grow focus to ensure that babies are born healthy and are given strong foundation for a happy and healthy life. And how do we do that? We're in adaptation of the Help Me Grow national system model. And Help Me Grow King County support families by connecting them to the resources they need, when they need it, and how they need it. This strategy is also rooted in the value of self-determination, strength, resilience, and implemented in partnership with the Help Me Grow Washington and local community organizations. Help Me Grow King County centers equity and community-driven solutions, adapting the national model to reflect the diverse needs, culture, and strengths of families across King County. This strategy is built upon 4 core components, and those are family and community partnership, coordinated access, service providers and professional partners, and data collection and evaluation. The one difference that we have from the National Center, they have a centralized access, and we have a coordinated access, because that works for the diverse communities that we share and work with. So these are the 4 components and what do they mean one by one. So the family and community partnership is to create authentic relationship with families and communities to ensure King County families contribute in defining the Help Me Grow system. The coordinated access is to establish a network of organizations to provide families and communities culturally and linguistically matched connections to services and resources. And service providers and community and professional partners to establish collaborative relationship with early learning, health and mental health, social services, and have collaboration with all parties. And the data collection and evaluation is to develop quality information about the services that are available to families, increase access to information about the services that are available, and better understand how families are interacting with the data. And if there is any barriers, how can we eliminate the barrier? Funding priorities. This RFP prioritizes organizations that serve expectant and current parents, caregivers of children birth to 5 years old, as well as families facing systematic barriers in accessing early childhood services. Best Start prioritized equity by funding agencies that serve low-income families, BIPOC families, immigrant and refugee families, LGBTQIA+ families, families with disabled children, and families with foster children. Okay, the purpose of this RFP is to ensure that families, especially those facing systematic barriers, can access community-rooted and linguistically responsive support for their children to thrive during the prenatal period. The Help Me Grow King County community partners provide warm connections to services and resources, ensuring that families receive direct support, not just referral to navigate the system by themselves. This means trusted community organizations work alongside the parent and caregivers to connect them to what they need when they need it and how they need it. Sorry, I have to go back to that. Oh. Okay. This funding will support community-based organizations that are deeply connected to the families they serve in King County. The scope of work. Each funded partner will lead a team of Help Me Grow King County connectors. Each partner will hire, if needed, or assign staff who will work directly with caregivers, parents, families, and community-based organizations to provide services. This staff should reflect the community they serve, offering culturally and linguistically matched support. We acknowledge that this can look different depending on the organization and respect community, organization, and programs that they structure. Providing warm connection is the foundation for the Help Me Grow work. Any other elements applicants choose should be included with that warm connection. So what partner characteristics look like with the 4 components we have? So it's to be culturally responsive, relationship-based, strength-based, and inclusive, community-centered, and ready to implement the work that they're going to do. Awarded providers will participate in so many activities. Some of it, this is monthly calls and meetings. Help Me Grow Design Group. We have a design group that the organizations might ask to attend. We do quarterly collaborative meeting. Help Me Grow King County also data reporting system, program and physical site visits, and resource sharing, building connections, partnering with other programs. So these are some of the things that will be required to do this work. These are some of the definitions that are given in the RFP, and we just have them here so you can also look at them while you're answering questions. The connectors are trusted community members who work directly with families and organizations to provide warm connection to essential services. They offer culturally and linguistically matched, relationship-based support to families receiving the care they need. Linguistically and culturally matched support. This looks like programs that are designed to be responsive to the cultural background, tradition, value, and the need of community they serve. Culturally rooted look like the practice to ensure services or program is founded upon the cultural norms, tradition, and values of the specific community that they are serving. Warm connection is a link of a parent or caregiver to services and resources. Instead of providing the parent or caregiver referral to pursue on their own, the connectors pursue alongside with them. And the care coordinator is the one-on-one support for families, parents, and caregivers to assess strengths and needs, to co-create detailed plan to address the needs conduct periodic check-ins, track progress, and when necessary to collaborate to adjust the plan that they make together. Developmental promotion, this could look like a range of activities that educate families on on the importance of early childhood growth and learning, which empower families to notice, address, and celebrate their child's attainment of milestones. This may include providing information about developmental screening, conducting developmental screening, or connecting families to follow-up services after the screening. This is how much funding is available, and the application will be due by the 18th by noon. Contract is for 2 years. Start on January 2026 and end on December 31st, 2027. Funding request limit, the maximum will be 650 for the 2 years. This is the timeline. You mostly know that June 16 was released, and info session, the first one was there. This is the second one. And request for technical assistance will be July 2nd, so be on it if you're not on it already. The final date to submit questions via the Zoom grant is July 2nd, and be on that one too if you are not already. Proposal due is July 18th by noon. Review process will be July 22nd to August 14th. Then we have 1 week for interview if there are things that we need to be clear and ask more questions about. Notifications will go out in September, and the contract will start January 2026. So this is the contract on 2025. This is what we're doing. It's the same thing, repetitive. 2026, January 1st, we'll start the contract, and December 31st, the contract will end. All RFP documents will be uploaded through the Zoom grant. The RFP lead is the sole person of contacts of all questions will go to that person, and this is his name, and this is his email. There are around 12 questions that need to be answered, and that's attachment B. Be sure to answer all parts of the questions to receive the full point. Character limit is up to 4,000. You don't have to use all of them, but up to 4,000 you have. A program budget, attachment C, is included there, and video submission is not accepted. If there is trouble with the Zoom grant, contact the RFP lead, Flip Thompson, immediately for guidance. Late submission are not accepted. So please make sure that to submit on time, and if you go through any problem, technology is always sometimes not friendly with everybody, so please make sure to give yourself time. So attachments on the library that you're gonna find, acceptance of terms and conditions that's required and should be submitted through the Zoom grant. Application request the narrative questions. Sample budget template is also there, and it's required. BSK technical assistant consulting resources are there, so please use them. There is also BSK contact information in Spanish. Help Me Grow King County core components also attached for a resource for you, and Help Me Grow coordinated access also attached just for additional information if you need that.
I know.
Okay. So tips, some of the tips are just really respond a lot. Most of the or all of the reviewers are, some of them are from community and some of them from BSK and community members. They listen to the voice of community, and some of the recommendation will be just showcase your work, give good examples that are clear, answer every part of the question so you can get full points. You can copy answers that are similar, the same answer. If there are same questions, you can copy and paste, but make sure that you are having the same question that you're responding to. Character limit, we already talked about it. Don't leave submission until the last minute because, as I said earlier, that technology can go wrong sometime when the last minute. More of the tips, carefully review the rating criteria, section 8, part 1, 2, and 3. The review panel will closely follow the scoring rubric. That's in page 13 and 14. All proposals submitted will go through the formal review process. The appeal process is also outlined in the RFP. So for the budget tips, applicants are encouraged to budget at a true cost that you think is close to the truth. If multiple individuals or organizations are applying as a partnership, please detail in your budget the allocations of the budget and how that's going to be. You can budget depending on your structure, and be sure to read the instructions carefully. We also have innovation support team, especially if a new organization that never dealt with the King County systems. We highly encourage to go through the innovative support because they will help with the key program tools, theory of change, evaluation plans, program guide, and so it's very important and also very helpful for especially new organizations. Returning organizations are familiar with systems and how those things go. But if you are a new organization, make sure that you go through this innovation support because it will be helpful for the organization. Yes, we have the TA applicant, but the technical assistant. So what do those do for us? They help you assess the fit for that RFP. Are you fit? If that fit your programs. Also, they provide guiding on answering application questions, review application, including editing and budget review. This is how you get to them. You can go through the blog, and this is their thing. And also, this is the TA website link for the TA assistant. Is there any TA assistant on this meeting? If there is any TA, please unmute and introduce yourself.
Okay, can I go ahead?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I'm Ashanafi Cherkos. I'm from Central Consulting. We are a team of 4, and we provide technical assistant and capacity building as well.
Thank you, Ashanafi.
Nice to be here. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Hello. I can't hear you. I think you're muted. Can't hear you. Still. Okay, you're up. Go ahead. I think I heard you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I forgot I was using my headphones, but well, it's nice to meet you all. I'm Ariana Garfolo. I am a TA consultant with Collaborative Partners Initiative, and I dropped the link in the chat, and it looks like Hannah dropped the link in the chat as well, so you can find us there, and we'd be happy to help you. It's a great thing to take advantage of. As Sadia said, we can help with shaping your application, helping you just understand what the questions are asking and the best information to include. So please feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to assist you. Thanks for the opportunity, Sadia.
Thank you. Anybody else from TA? Thank you so much. Okay. So this was the next first session. This was from the past and technical assistant, all those groceries. So just make sure to look at the terms and read them. Try to understand those. If you need the technical assistant, connect with them, contact for definitions or to help you with answering the questions. Please make sure to complete all parts of the applications. If you don't complete all of that, you might lose some points. So make sure to complete your application thoroughly. Any questions? That's all what I have.
Hi, my name's Chris from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Bellevue. I'd love to ask a quick question, or maybe not quick, not sure.
Yeah.
But I see in the language of the RFP this word like connecting, or this idea of connecting to resources a lot. We do a lot of sort of direct service of youth, and wanted to understand more kind of what the role is for direct service versus connecting to other resources, and kind of where you see this RFP falling in that spectrum, if that kind of makes sense.
Sure. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I think for this RFP is a perfect match for that because you are on the ground and supporting youth or families. So the people that you're hiring are need to match the community and work with the community to meet their need and support them and connect them with different resources that they look for. We anticipate that the care coordinators to meet with families and plan what's the need that they have families and how do they need it and when do they need it and support them in their needs. So those are the things that could be done. And I think of people in the ground are people who meet this criteria to support families and also connected with the families and rooted into the community that they are supporting.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for your insight.
Thank you. I think I saw some question that says, do you have to be a nonprofit? No, you don't have to be nonprofit. You can apply even if you are LLC.
Sadia, so that was our question. So just to clarify, if you're a nonprofit but not a 501c, you're still eligible to apply.
Yes.
Sorry, if you said you're a nonprofit without a 501c3, then you would need a fiscal sponsor.
Okay, that was our question.
Okay, sorry, I misread your question. Thank you for clarifying that.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, this is Emil working with Para Los Niños.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering about the organizations doing work in the 0 to 5 space who also applied for the recent community-based parenting supports grant. Like how you think about organizations applying for both of these opportunities. There seems to be a lot of overlap around the work within them. Do you have any guidance around that? And is it okay to apply for both?
Yes, it is okay to apply for both, but you have to have a specific work that you do with this one or that. It could not, organizations cannot apply to do the same work with both funding. But if you are doing Help Me Grow is different than this other ones. And if you meet those criteria and you have those projects, yes, you can apply for this.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Any other questions? And are there any other questions on the chat?
Oh, I have one more question. Sorry, this is Emil again. So I had emailed with Philip about the budget template not we can't figure out how to open the budget template that's on the, is that still in process?
Thank you. Did you send an email to Flip?
Yeah, I did.
Sure, thank you. And I could follow up with that too. So
Okay.
we'll make sure that is working.
Thank
Did
you.
you try it now after your email or is that?
Yeah, I tried it just now and it still says we don't have.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Thank you. I'll follow up on that.
Okay.
Sadly, there's also a question in the chat from Chris. Will this funding support existing programs and services?
Yes. This could be supporting existing programs to continue supporting families, or could be supporting new projects that are coming. Any other questions?
Sadia, just going back to the budget sheet, are you fixing that for all people to get access? Because we had the same
Yes.
issue. Okay.
Yes, that should be fixed for everybody, not only you. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. We'll make sure that that should be fixed for everybody. Sorry that this is happening.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
And there's a new comment from Jenny.
Mhm.
Is there a specific training, professional development available through BSK to help support staff that are hired to implement the Help Me Grow?
We definitely will have some connection and do some help and support for new connectors that will be hired. And also we will be meeting and connecting with connectors through Help Me Grow connectors. So there will be opportunity. Okay. Any more questions that I didn't see or? Program development opportunity, is that the question?
Right under this new one.
Say that again, Hannah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Right under there's a new one. You've just answered the professional development one, but it is, are there specific communities this funding is looking to target?
Yes, I think we talk about the targeted. We're looking for low income and families who are facing with barriers, and the agency that are supporting that family should the community should be found and rooted into the community. And I think that was covered on those slides. Any other question? Yeah, thank you, Hannah. And also it's clear on the RFP too, it's written there. You guys can check on it. Okay. Okay. We don't have any more questions. I think we are here. We're done.
I'll just put Phil's contact information in the chat again. That is the RFP lead. He will be the primary person to contact with any follow-up questions.
Thank you. And all communication goes through him. Nobody else can answer any questions about this RFP. Okay, I think we're done.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Very
you.
much.
Have a
Thank
good
you
day.
all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.